everybody, welcome to the first episode of How To with Mr. G, that's me. We're going to go over a step-by-step process of how to draw specific things on this little show of mine. So the first episode, today we're going to do a quick drawing of how to draw Rick and Morty. So what I'm going to do is kind of go back and forth from screens. Nice thing about being on a video is you can pause, you can rewind, you can fast forward, and try to do your best version of this. Alright, so what we're going to do here is I'm going to switch to my other camera. Alright. And we are just going to go over this. And we're just going to go over our supplies here using a 2B pencil, soft lead. I got an eraser, some markers, and then a couple other colored pencils and markers here on the right side. Obviously, what you're going to want to do is have a piece of paper and have a pencil to start. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of just start here, and I'll start up with the head, and then you can kind of focus and follow along as I do it. I'm going to start with Grandpa Rick's head here, so it's kind of like an oval shape. So it'll be an oval shape. And when you're sketching, remember when you sketch, you don't want to commit to one line. Okay, you want to kind of play around and see which lines look the best. All right, so it's kind of my oval egg shape. And then he has two very circular eyes over here. One's there, and then the second eye kind of pops out past his face, like so. Alright, a little droopy nose here as I look on my screen. A couple saggy eyes. You can kind of see his ear kind of starts at that crease there, pops out. Make sure the other ear is the same height as you go across the face. Alright. His mouth is just a curve down. So, that the drool that he has here. I'm going to go back over this stuff, so it's not perfect because I like to go back over it with some marker. And Rick and Morty likes to do these like really weird eyes, kind of their patent. And then the unibrow come down like this. Alright. I'm noticing my shape of my head's a little off, but that's okay. Looking at the spikes of the hair, basically starts with a upside down triangle. Alright, comes down here, comes out, down, kind of like Simpsons hair. And then two more spikes over there. Same thing on this side. Spike 1, 2, 3. And this one doesn't go behind the ear. Kind of come back. 4. Alright. Grandpa Rick. As we start. Little neck here. Like so. Alright, we'll go draw a couple lines for the shoulders. I'm going to kind of create the shape of his body first. So his upper torso will kind of be around that size. And the legs, I'll draw another like rectangle. They pretty much go straight up and down. Like that, and eventually the feet will be formed down here. Alright, as we do that, the arms, they bend and then almost go straight down. And the other one's kind of hidden behind, so we'll come back to it. Remember, arms are two-dimensional, so you make one line and then create a parallel line. And Rick's arms are abnormally long, so they'll go farther down and look a little elongated. And we'll come back to that stuff. Opening of his lab coat. Make sure when you do the lab coat, it's the same length on both sides. Alright, remember, we're not committing to any of this just yet. It's all in pencil. I'm going to go back over it later. Originally this is where I had his feet, but that's not going to be long enough, so I'm going to bring those legs down a little more. And give him those feet. Yes. Alright. The second arm kind of hides behind here. This comes to a point. Comes down. I'm trying to getting a little too messy here with the pencil, so I'm going to use my favorite eraser, my electric eraser, and kind of get rid of some of those lines for right now. I'll come back and add to it so you can see them. Alright, back to this lab coat here. Try to mirror what you did on the other side. Do the other arm here to make it too long. You want it to be about the same size in length on both sides. Okay, that coat over here goes behind the leg, actually curves up. That coat on this side curves up. Pretend like you go behind the legs. Like so. Alright, his hands, kind of weird. When I draw hands, I like to kind of draw shapes first. There's like the top of the hand and then another shape to create the form of the hand. And then I'll break them into fingers. Use that as a guide. Kind of like that. Other hand is kind of hiding in the jacket, behind the jacket here, like so. Alright, just looking on the screen, there's a couple things I would change, but because of the length of the video, I'm not going to go crazy with fixing all the details. Rick's legs are a little skinnier. I didn't really go into details with the shoes, but that's okay. Basically just little triangles. Alright, Grandpa Rick. You go into Morty here. Morty's a little shorter, so the top of Morty's circular head kind of ends here at Rick's neck, so I like to put a little mark there. And the bottom of his head ends just below the middle of his jacket, so it's something like that. Morty's got a pretty circular head, so you want to just create a circle. Remember, these are just sketching lines, so you don't have to commit to one until you're absolutely ready for that. So that's kind of a circle. I'm going to start with his eyes. One eye is a little off-centered in the middle. A couple more circles or ovals. And the other one comes off the side of his head just like Rick's does. Another circle here. And they don't have to be the same exact size. Alright, his little nose. And his droopy lips. Like so. Those little sketchy pupils. And weird expression with his eyebrows. His ear is below the eye over here, like that. And then he's got just messy hair. This curvy, floppy hair. Let's start at the eyebrows here, and then end at the ear there. We got Morty's little face. It's a little easier to draw. Start with the shape for his body again. Come down. Looks like the bottom of his shirt ends just above where Rick's jacket is here. Something like that. We'll come back to the legs in a second. So Morty's shirt will end here. And that'll come down like that. And this one, the sleeve pops past, kind of like Rick's arm hides. And then Morty's arm here. Be inside the sleeves. Almost parallel. His hand goes past. Remember what I said about the hand? Kind of make it into a shape first. 1, 2, 3, 4. A little thumb. 5. This one is parallel. Now to his pants, his feet should end right where Rick's are, so you just draw like a little rectangle going down. Kind of figure that the shoes are going to be over here. And then you can go ahead and create the legs and the pants. His pants legs are a little higher like that. And his hand will be down here. And add all that. Okay. And finish up with the shoes, basically little triangles. The ankles showing there. Alright, so that's the fast version of how to draw Rick and Morty. I'm going to do a time lapse here of me coloring the drawing, and then I'll touch back with you guys here in a few minutes. All right. All right, and that's how you draw Rick and Morty. Hopefully you enjoyed this little video. Try to do a couple more here in the future. If you haven't, go ahead and subscribe, and you'll be up to date on everything else I do here in the future. Alright, this is Mr. G signing off. Remember, it's never too late to art. See you later.